Hello, my name is MarcusBrand. I'm the head of mission of International IDEA for Myanmar. And today I have the great pleasure and honor to speak with KNPP, who is the chairman of the Karenni National Progressive Party and also the chairman of the interim executive council of Karenni State. And I would like to talk to you today about your vision for the new federal democratic Myanmar, and in particular for Karenni State, that you have dedicated so much of your life to. And you have achieved a lot. You have put Karenni State on the map, so to say, and you have already built an impressive range of partnerships and institutions that much has been talked about in the current context of Myanmar. So could you maybe just tell us a little bit of what makes Karenni State stand out, what makes it different, what makes it special, and how do you see the current situation evolving?
Good morning, everybody. My name is andKhuOoReh. Actually, I have been struggling together with the Korean National Progressive Party when I was very young. To this day, already with the KNPP for over 47 years. It is my long services contributing myself to the cause of the Korean people. To talk about the Korean, Korean is the smallest state with a smaller population within Burma, so-called Myanmar. Today, we currently less known by the outside world. So today, we currently people, together with the other part of Myanmar people, we share the same suffering for long enough, for over 30 years since the independent day of Myanmar. Karenni initially, historically, was an independent state, free from outside power, but starting in 1947, we Karenni incorporated into newly free Burma. Starting from 1948 up to now, we are part of the Myanmar today. For Karenni people, as we prefer to call ourselves as a Karenni, representing all sub-ethnic living in the state. But soon after independence, under the Myanmar government, newly founded state government, recall the Karenni name into Kaya, which solely representing a major South ethnic living in Karenni, Kaya, South ethnic people, making the Karenni history to misunderstand and forgetting the past. It is so pity for our Karenni people harmoniously living together for century of century from the very beginning of the Karenni state, where we start forming the country. So today we are more prefer to call ourselves as a Karenni as we did call ourselves before. So today we basically prefer to call myself or also the people of the Karenni and the state as a Karenni, representing all the sub-ethnic people living in the state. Today, according to my experience in the struggle movement for over 70 years, I have seen and witnessed with my own eyes, many people have been abandoned their villages or town or separated from family and fleeing the country from time to time due to the oppressive government that we do have in the country. To be honest with you all, not only the Karenni people, even other ethnic people in the Shan, Kachin, Chin, Karen, Hmong, even sometimes in the hotline of Myanmar people as well, suffering in the same way or in different way as well. There is while we have suffered under our own government. They're ruling the country for many, many years. Today, especially in brief, starting from 2021 up to now, 3 years time, and now we are getting into 4 years of the People Revolution. Joining hands with us as we have long been struggle, long enough in the armed struggle. We didn't go anywhere long enough, suffer badly, and also even some Korean people flee the country and taking refuge in neighboring country as a refugee. And now some of them have resettled in third countries. Even they are quite missing their home to return one day. That might be the dream of all Korean people living in not only in third countries, even in the border. Also now today, we just roughly estimate the population of the state, not more than 400,000. The population of Korea is the less population compared to other states or regions. So now today, in 3 years' time, over 300,000 out of 400,000 are fleeing from the home, living in the jungle, moving from place to another, facing with all fronts of the challenges and difficulties are more intense today as the SAC, the SAC, the coup makers are intensively launching a military offensive, killing the people, not solely targeted to the fighters who go against them. Today, they are intentionally killing their own people, not only in Korea, even across Myanmar, particularly in Chin State, Sagaing region, Magui region, Atanindri, even now Korea, other part of the country as well. So today, based on my experience along the years, it is what should we call today the struggle that we are in. I prefer to call it as a people revolution rather than the revolution or spring revolution, because a large number of the people themselves get involved and take up arms and go against the coup makers. Now we are getting to 4 years time, working hand in hand, helping each other morally and materially in many different ways. We are supporting each other. Today we have to stand together to fight against the unjust. Because we all dream for a better future. For us, we have been calling for building a new federal union country long enough. So today, it is the right time for us to materialize or to realize our dream coming into action. So it is the right time for all of us to come together, be united. If you are not united, we cannot be materialize our dream as well. That is what I understand. For Korean people today, people view that we are more united than other people inside Myanmar. It is likely to be true, but not easy to be there, not easy to be here, because we have been invest our time long enough. We struggle very hard to be here. Especially, I'm more focusing on the young people, because we all understand, we all argue that the young people are the future of the country. They are the leaders of the future. That is the key reason that I'm more intentionally encourage the young people to get involved in all parts of the struggle by themselves, to have their own experience and learning things with it, by themselves to be able to be somewhere and take it lead. That is my understanding and also my vision for the future.
KhuOoReh, can I ask you, how have you been able to build the interim institutions in Karenni State in collaboration with different partners who were opposed in previous times during the elections, for example? You have actually been able to build that collective leadership that is envisioned in the Federal Democracy Charter, and you are also playing an active part in the national collective leadership in the various institutions and councils that have been created, including through some representatives in the NUG. You work very closely with the NUG, with the NUCC. What has been making it so different now in the last 3 years to get this struggle so far? 3 years ago, many people did not expect the resistance to last so long, to get so much energy from the young generation. What has been the difference now that now we seem so much closer to achieving your long-term goal?
Well, originally, the policy of the KNPP, where they start forming the armed struggle from the very beginning, the policy was to regain Korean independence. But that independence policy just ended at the end of the 2000. At the end of the 2000, together with me and other young people, especially the young leaders within the KNPP, we changed the policy from independence to Federal Democratic Union to be able to materialize the federalism in the country as a whole, to harmoniously to live together with the other different people in the country. That will be the only better way to expect to see a better future for all people living in the country. That is our young people at that time view, based on the political dynamic at that time. And just to be able to materialize that vision, we gradually move into bringing more and more the young people into armed struggle and also encourage the young people living in the country to come to aware how the federal system is work, how the federalism can be sort of our long armed struggle or making our differences put it into a map and also coming together, united together and making this country strong and to be able to sort out all our differences in the country. That will be the only way that we can overcome our long or chronic conflict or struggle. Based on that, gradually we currently more focusing on the young people, breaking more into political arena to get aware all different concepts of the system in the country, how bad we are, how we can best serve our people, not only the Korean people, but the people of Myanmar as a whole. Just because of this vision, right after the 2021 military coup to this day, we are more aware that we need to get further beyond our limit by coordinating with the other part of the country who are also sharing the same suffering, who are also sharing the same vision for the country as we do. Just because of the reason, now right after forming of the NUG and NUCC, we are deeply getting involved and participating in the process and also making the Federal Democratic Charter and also luckily meeting in and out, sometimes in person, sometimes in virtual online meeting, talking about the policy and talking about the unity talking about the cooperation, coordination among us. It is how we work together. The more we meet each other, the longer we talk about our future. We feel that we are more closer and closer. Today, we have more mutual understanding among us. And now we are gradually moving into mutual trust. But we still need to go far when we are talking about the mutual trust. Because we have been fragile or also divided for long enough among the society just because of the misinterpretation on our history and also limitation where we are living and surviving inside the country. We have been left out outside the country and also isolating ourselves from outside world for long enough. So the country just opened up and touching ourselves with the outside world and community by talking and connecting with the outside world. So now today we all understand that we have to work together. We have to be together. We have to share the same suffering. We have to share the same cause. We have to be together. If we really willing to see ourselves to enjoy a better future, we have to do something. If we do not move anywhere, if we just idle, not talking, working, nothing will come to us because nothing is free. We have to invest. We have to make a move. To be there, that is why we are engaging one another now. But we are not just simply there. Further, we still do need support from outside the country. But I don't mean that change will come by outside. No. If we really want to see a better change, the change must come inside the country. Amani was that. That's how I understand. But the change cannot simply come through military means. I do understand that all the problems that we do have among us must be solved out peacefully at the negotiation table through dialogue or consultation among us. That's what I believe in. So that is now we are moving into.
In among the challenges that you have taken on is also to lead the interim executive council of Karenni State. Could you describe briefly how that works, what you have been achieving and what you're trying to do, what the main challenges are, and how have you found the people to work with to do this?
Well, I started in 2021, right after peaceful demonstration by the people across the country, oppressed by the military coup maker. Finally, they make up their mind to take a joining hand with us. Since that, we start forming the Karenni State Consultative Council among the different stakeholders within the country, with a very rough structure and also policy for the Karenni State Consultative Council. But after 1 year experience under the formation of the KSCC, we realized that there were so many challenges and difficulties among the members of the KSCC in dealing with the challenges that we're facing on the ground. To address the problem, to sort out the problem, was so difficult and they struggle very, very, very hard. Based on that bitter experience among ourselves, we review the KSCC formation and the policy that we have been drafted for the KSCC, and that make it a new policy, which is we call interim arrangement for a new Karenni future. And that we reform the KSCC, and that we separate the KSCC tasks by forming the interim executive council to implement all the policy made by KSCC. And also further, we are also experience the problem that happening on the ground. There were so many cases happening. Destabilizations are bad on the ground, and that we are seriously also taking into account about the judiciary system to be considered as well. And that finally, we start forming the interim executive council, which is I'm taking a lead, and that came out with the procedure, and that further we come up with 8 different departments so far. And also now we also separate the legislative body with the 2020 general election elected MPs within the state as well. They are mandated to take care of the legislation works apart from the judiciary system, and also making the policy by the KSCC as well. And now the formation of the IEC, in short, we still facing a number of the challenges. At the same time, we are gradually making some achievement as well, but we still have a lot of the challenges to be addressed, making all issues to be met, the needs of the people as well. Because as I said earlier, over 300,000 out of the 400,000 of the state populations are suffer and also living away from home. They are still unable to go home. All their homes are already destroyed. So they need to rebuild a new community of their own. We do have such a challenge today. If you look at the health, we are facing with a shortage of medication and medicine, other utilities, facilities of the infrastructure as well. If you look at the education, we are lack of all sort of the teacher and also the teaching class therein as well. You see, we do not have a proper infrastructure, so people are struggle voluntarily working within the community of their own. They are badly struggle hard enough. We try our best for IEC. Yeah, we try our best to be able to support all those areas gradually, step by step. But we, by working together with the community themselves, we believe that one day we can be able to fulfill the needs of the people who are in need. So now, under the formation of the IEC, we are more focusing on the participation. There must be inclusiveness, and also there must be also gender balance as well. That is why we are struggling to be there. But yeah, we still have to have challenges. We are still not really there, but the needs are huge. The problem or the challenges are huge as well. So we just simply struggle and try our best to address all those challenges to be met.
And even after the hopefully soon end of the war of the People's Revolution, there will be a significant challenge during the transition period in order to stabilize the situation, but also to bring back economic recovery, create jobs, rebuild infrastructure. What is your vision for that transitional period, and in what way can you already prepare for that? And in what way can you see some kind of reconciliation also taking place with the people who are still, let's say, on the other side at this point? And what in particular do you see as the role of the international community? How can we international organizations make sure that you have what you need, that you are able to serve your people and your communities effectively?
Now today, not only now, starting from 2021, we have been start engaging with the international community to come for hope, just simply for our suffering people. We still engaging more and more, but the more we engage with the international community, the more we realize that first we need to stabilize our situation. We have to make ourselves to be somewhere, to be trusted, and able to cooperate with us in the way that they really want to see. That is the reason that now we consult with the KSCC to come up with a transitional constitution. So we do really hope that the REC must be one day turning into transitional period, making ourselves as a real state government to fully administer our state affairs. That is one of our key message to the people. So now the process of the drafting the transitional constitution is underway. At the same time, we IEC also looking into all different departments, making the policy and also recruiting more services within the different area as well, with the experienced people inside the country, even who are willing to support us from outside as well. We are more seeking for technical support and also financial support to the people as well. And now we realize that the international community is more willing to support us. But the challenge is how. That is a big question. So now, today we are together looking a better way how best the international community can support our people. It is our key mandate or duty of the IAC and also KSCC themselves also looking into and working together now. So we frequently meeting each other all the time, not simply talking each other, but working together on the ground as well, touching with the people, addressing the issue or problem facing among the community as well. So now today, by touching ourselves with the people and witnessing the needs of challenges of the community, now we are more and more having an opportunity to share, updating with the international community to aware about. So the community around the world are also getting more interested to support us. Not only the Karenni, where we address the Karenni problem, we are also plus talking the suffering of the other part of the country as well, especially in Chin, Sagai Magui, Karen, the Nandri, and also in Shan, at Kachin as well. We do all engaging with one another all the time, sharing all the updates and also the ground situation as well, making the world know, not forgetting our cause. So that is how we IECs are engaging not only within the stakeholder in the state, but also with the other stakeholder in other part of the country, and also further getting in touch with the international community consistently, and also engaging, not only engaging simply with them, how best we can come up with a better strategy as well. Today, based on my experience, the international community is more focusing on technical support, where they can easily support us in an effective way. So now we try to normalize all those, normalize or sustainable all those assistance coming from outside as well. But finally, yeah, the change must be kind inside anyway.
But you have, of course, a significant Karenni expat community in places far away from Australia to the United States, Europe. But the neighboring countries will always matter a lot more than the faraway countries for Myanmar and for Karenni State. Would you have any message or request from Thailand, ASEAN, the neighboring countries, to try and make them better understand the recent dynamics and developments in your country and in Karenni State?
We do, especially locally. We have been enjoying a lot in a good relationship with the local authorities and the local Thai people as well. Not only the Thai people, Thai authorities, even the army as well. We have long enough having enjoyed a better understanding and helping each other in many different ways. But in relation to policy made by the government, that will be sort of the limitation that we are still facing today. Even not officially able to engage with the Thai government, they do understand well our cause, and also as we share the border, as we are the neighbor, we have to help and support each other. They do anyway, but there are still some problems happening on the ground. Together, we have to handle all those some problems happening on the ground along the border as well. Because all the problems happening along the border, we have to handle together. We have to consult together. We have to look into that matter and also how best we can work together and sort of to normalize the border security and stability as well. As far as I understand, the threat for the sovereignty of the Thailand is that the human trafficking and drug trafficking, and also infectious disease along the border. That will be the key concern of the Thai government and the people as well. We do understand we're on that. We have been cooperating with that as well. Even not according to the policy, but on the ground, we do have so many ways to work together. By now, they have more better understanding on our cause, especially at this time.
Well, that's very encouraging, and overall, a big message of dialogue and cooperation in all directions. That has been, in a way, the secret of success of how far you have brought the Karenni State movement. And we, as International Idea, we are proud and happy to support as a part of the broader effort of building federal democracy in Myanmar. And we will certainly continue to try and engage with you and help you build bridges and find partnerships around the world. Thank you very much for this conversation, and thank you very much for watching. And we will post some links with more information about Karenni State, and hope that you will also be able to support the efforts that are taking place here in this part of Myanmar. Thank you.